the best place to network in the world is definitely Bali. Now, I haven't been to Dubai yet, but I'm guessing that is the second best place to network in the world. A lot of my rich entrepreneur friends live there for tax reasons and all of that. I'm guessing, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong if you've been to Dubai, I'm guessing that there are more gatekeepers and more barriers to entry, and you need more money to network in Dubai. Now, I'm not gonna speak on things I don't have real life experience in. Same thing with approaching. I don't like to give advice without telling a reference or a story behind that advice. I'll just tell you about what I do know. Bali, I've been here for about a year and a half in total time. And not only have I met more millionaires here, but I've also made more collaborations with famous people here than I have anywhere in the world. And I've been to LA, I lived in LA. I have been to Miami. I have been all over the country in the US. I've been all over Europe. I've been all over Asia. And from what I can tell, Bali is the one place where people from the age of 20 to 35 are flocking to grow an online business. People who are already making millions coming here to live an epic, amazing lifestyle. One guy like William Brown is a good example of that. He's a marketer who lives out in the jungles of Bali. Why did he choose Bali? He moved from Dubai to Bali. Why? Because there's simply better networking here. Most of his clients probably live here. It has the best weather in the world all year round. They say that, oh, it's rain. I had a comment the other day. Oh, isn't Bali rainy season? It's raining. How can you live there and approach? Isn't it flooding? It's rainy season right now. It's a beautiful, clear day. I would say half the days have some rain. The other half have been sunny or slightly cloudy. And actually, this is insane. This is something I want to tell you. The other day, I made $6,000. I made $6,000, all from connecting him with a guy who wanted to do real estate in Bali. They ended up closing a multi-figure deal, and because I introduced them, I got a commission. Just like that, because I went to a networking event. I couldn't do that in Arkansas. I lived in Texas. I couldn't do that in Texas. I don't know how I would do it. Where would I meet the people? Where could I find high-level networking events? I was invited because I met a guy who met a guy at a gym to a social breathwork men's event where I found a guy who wanted real estate. And because I'm in a networking group and I know another guy who does real estate, I just connected the two. That is a small example. Tonight, I'm having a dinner with 3 other high-level entrepreneurs making probably way more money than me, who travel the world, who have online businesses, who live here, and I'm connecting all of them. We're doing a dinner. People in Bali are down to connect. Bali has its downsides, don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna say it doesn't. I actually don't wanna live here long term. I think Bali is perfect for visiting, not for living long term. But for a 1 month or 2 month short burst, it's amazing. There's so many hoes everywhere. Girls are fucking around. It's so much fun. There's so many high-level guys. Let's go. Cool thing about Bali is you never need to wear a shirt anywhere you go. You can just walk out, go anywhere shirtless, and nobody cares. Nobody. When I first came to Bali, riding these things freaking terrified me. And now it's easy and fun. So here we go. All right, boys. So this is the gym I've been going to. It's actually pretty chill compared to most of the gyms in Bali. In Bali, there's a lot of networking gyms, a lot of big, fancy, bougie, $300 gyms. This is a $40 a month gym, which is as cheap as it gets. And honestly, my favorite. There's less ego. There's actually not that many people here, and it's just a simple, easy gym. I don't need to be in the gym all day. I have other things to do. Let's grab the water. How much do you need to live comfortably in Bali? For a nice life, living in the middle of everything with a decent villa, eating out every now and then, having fun activities like surfing and all these things, going out, buying a couple drinks, $2K a month. Yeah, $2K a month. Owning a, yeah, renting a bike. Yeah, $2K a month is all you need. And yeah, you can live very, very nice that way. And if you wanted to go cheaper, you could go cheaper. You could live for $1K a month, easy. Like you could have a downgrade your villa, downgrade the gym, downgrade the bike, downgrade everything, eat out less, or eat at really cheap wild rooms. Then you can live off of $1K a month. So yeah, easily, for sure. but it's actually easy to spend money in Bali as well. Like, bro, like for example, Dessa, we got in guest list, but if we didn't get guest list, that party was $30 to get in where we went last night.
That was worth it.
It was worth it though, right? It was fun. Yeah. Now, I'm gonna give you some tips if you decide to come here for networking on how you can meet high-level people. Number one, cold approach. This is what I teach. Guys, shameless plug. If you need help learning cold approach to level up your dating life or level up your network, it's gonna go so far, especially in a place like Bali where you're able to make so many good friends here. You're able to make so many connections, so many dates. You're able to expand your network 10x. The ultimate way to expand your network in 2026, and honestly for the rest of your entire life, is through cold approach, even with Instagram, even with dating apps. And it's funny because Instagram is useful with cold approach. You can funnel people to your Instagram, you have a really cool story, you have a really cool feed, and then from there they get to know you fast and you can invite them to things. Can I ask you a question? Hi. Hi, I love your glasses. You have an amazing aura. I can feel it a mile away. I'm shooting a video, asking people a simple question for my video. Are you from Russia? Privyet. Come here. I don't bite, I promise. I'm a nice guy. I love your glasses. Where did you get those glasses? Those are so cool.
Because I'm a fashion designer.
You are a fashion designer. See, this is what I was talking about in this video. I'm telling people that in Bali, people do the most amazing jobs. They have such interesting careers.
Yeah.
You're a fashion designer.
Yeah.
How did you get started in fashion design?
I see movie.
You saw a movie.
Yeah.
Which movie?
Fashion movie Chanel.
Okay.
And I see Karl Lagerfeld.
Okay.
Strong man,
Yeah.
good dresses,
Yeah.
white hair,
Yeah.
black eyes.
Wow.
Okay. I wanna will be.
And you were like, this man has aura.
Yeah.
Aura. Do you know what aura means? Aura? I need your help so I can aura farm. Like the other day, I was in Ubud. You know Ubud?
Yeah.
I had a cowboy hat. And from one little thing, a cowboy hat, so many people wanted to talk to me. So fashion, do not neglect fashion. You need fashion for life. It's gonna help you with your dating life, right?
Yeah.
Can I get your Instagram so maybe I can ask you for some fashion tips?
Just my Instagram for sexy and for fitness because I am learn and fitness trainer.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
a fitness trainer too? Damn, you do a lot of
Yeah.
things. I'm impressed. That's really
Yeah,
cool.
And style is good style.
Of course, yeah.
Of course, style, sexy, and
You're the whole
fitness.
package.
Yeah.
I love that.
Keri Karma.
Amazing. What's that called?
Keri Karma.
Is that your name on Instagram?
Yeah.
Candy Kama. I'm gonna have to spell it out right now because I'll forget. Because I will not remember it. Candy Kama. You got the blue check. You're
Yeah.
official. Love it. My name is Nico, by the way.
Nice to meet you.
It's
Nico.
very nice to meet you. You're very lovely. You have a very good energy. Okay. Bye, Carrie. Thank you. So, honestly, great advice. Fashion. That is a great way to speed ramp your networking. But it's not necessary. Bro, you know what's crazy? Last year in October of 2025, officially was the best month of game of my entire life. Every boot camp I did, I crushed it. Every coaching client, every meetup, every day I was out, I pulled like 5 or 6 times. It was amazing. Like some of the hottest girls I've ever pulled. Honestly, to this day, I still haven't pulled girls hotter than what I pulled in Budapest in October. And I literally wore, I'll put a picture, I literally wore the same outfit every day. It was the most plain, boring shit outfit you've ever seen because I was too broke to buy clothes. But now my business is doing good so I can buy more clothes. But I pulled with the shit outfit. So like it really taught me that you don't need to dress well. I mean, what she said is awesome. I think for a girl it's a little different. But anyways, so guys, fill out the form below. I got you. As soon as you touch down in Bali, I'll connect you with 4 or 5 different wingmen who can help you. You can go out with. I'll personally go and approach with you with a full immersion and get you into momentum so that you'll network and make way more money in Bali, and whenever you go back home, you'll still have that skill with you for the rest of your life. If you want to expand your network in 2026, 2027, and probably the next 3 to 5 years, this is going to be the place to be. I'll be here at least once per year, for sure, hands down. So if you get here, Just practice cold approach, you'll expand it really fast. Now, stage 2 is actually getting into the right environments, and this applies not just to Bali, but everywhere in your life. I heard someone say something in a podcast the other day that I agreed with. Nothing will expand your network than hanging out in the sauna at expensive gyms. I think one of the best, and it only takes one person to change your life, make you a bunch of money, or connect two people, make a really good deal, make thousands of dollars appear out of thin air. So talk to people. You first learn cold approach. You have to get out of your own ego and say hi. And you have to learn how to drop your own ego and just connect with people. But then number 2, get in the right environments. From what I can tell, even in Bali and everywhere else in the world, one of the best places to network with other men is actually the gym, an expensive gym in the city center. You're also getting a double ROI there. You're getting to work out, and you can work out with that person at that gym. So if you meet a cool guy and you're like, bro, let's get a pump in that next day. Now you can work out with that person. That is the second thing. You want to get in the right environments, and I think the gym is the best way to do that. Let's think about another way to do that outside of the gym. It's usually going to be some kind of sport or hobby. Funny enough, you won't believe this. What do you guys think? Comment below right now. Pause the video if you have to. What do you guys think is the number 1 way I expand my network? Is it my social media following? Is it my gym habits? Is it my sports that I play? The number 1 way that I know is cold approach pickup. Every high-level guy, especially rich high-level guys, want to get better with women. Or rather than get better, they just want girls around them. Whenever you walk into an environment and you have a baddie around you, or you're on the hunt and you're talking to all the girls around, the guys in that environment want to instantly become your friends. They invite you to things, and it's because they know I would bring girls and they know I would know how to talk to girls. Outside of just getting invited to things, when you have a bro who needs help with women or wants to get better with you, that's the fastest way to get close and become friends with that person. I have guys who I genuinely don't really vibe with that well outside of the game, but since we game together and we approach together and we're on the same team and we have this camaraderie, we actually become good friends. You learn so much about a person through the game. You learn how they deal with rejection. You learn how they deal with shit tests. You learn if they are a team player or not when you're talking to multiple girls. Do they hype you up? Actually, there's a lot of guys who I didn't want to be friends with anymore because I went out with them. That actually has happened a few times where I'm like, this guy's like, he's such a dick. Like, he's not a good team player. He's a bad wingman. Holy shit. Like, yeah, you learn a lot about a person. So, number 1 is learn cold approach. Number 2 is get yourself in the right environments. Number 3 is learn some kind of skill that you can leverage. For me, it's cold approach. Before cold approach, it was actually videography was my skill. I got really good at videography and video editing. A good example of this is my roommate, Xander. He initially got in with me and he started living with me because he was helping me edit my videos. So I was like, bro, you should live with me. Now he's living with a guy who's charging money to go out and approach with people, but he's getting it for free because he leveraged his skill of video editing to help me out. It's simple. Learn a skill or get really good at something where high-level people hang out. A couple things that high-level people might like to do in your town: paddle. That's one of them for some reason. Not really, I haven't even tried it, but for me, cold approach is my skill. I've already found my avenue, my lane. But you know what? Paddle could be cool. I could learn it, I could pick it up. Obviously, any kind of sport or gym activity is usually pretty good. I was gonna say boxing and fighting could be a good networking tool. I think it's a great way to make real brothers and get really strong mentally and physically together, and I love the fight gym. But what is even better is some sort of boxing event. For example, here in Bali, they have one on the beach called Rumble by the Beach, and it's a boxing event that happens every other Saturday. I invite people to that. I'm really good at boxing. I can spar with them. I go light. They can feel that I'm holding back, and they gain a lot of respect for you. I've networked with a lot of high people through inviting them to this boxing event. So sports in general, men usually like to go to that. So if you can get good at a sport and invite somebody to a really casual, I'm not saying learn boxing and then fuck someone up. They're not gonna appreciate you for that. But if you know how to fight and you know how to spar and you invite them to an event or something like that, that's another good way to network. And then step number 4, you wanna start hosting events or dinners. When I say events, that's just a loaded term for saying like bringing people together. For example, I'm going to a club tonight called Da Maria. I'm bringing all my friends to that club. I'm bringing clients, I'm bringing friends, I'm bringing everyone, girls. And now I'm bringing them all in this environment, and even better if I could get a table or something like that, but I can't because, well, I'm not fucking balling out like that yet. But it would have been good if I could do that. And honestly, if you have money and you're gonna make money by bringing people together, maybe it is worth it to get a table. I know guys who, like my homie Brett, who have men's events where he's hosting a real event and having them do breath work and getting to know each other, and that was insanely valuable. Like, after he had that for me, bro, everyone, and myself included, was so thankful to Brett for hosting that we just want to help him in any way possible. We throw clients on him, we want to give him more customers for his event, and it was just amazing, man. So you got to get creative, you got to build skills, you got to get in the right environments, and you got to approach as much as you can. Never have I met more like-minded people, like just people who we have the same thoughts and ideas, have consumed the same kinds of content than I have here in Bali. It's sort of like a Bali bubble. It's sort of like a small bubble where a lot of people are into the same things. For example, a lot of people here are doing coaching. It's one of the only places in the world where you'll meet many other coaches. A lot of people here are doing things like public speaking, like what I'm doing. There's a lot of public speaking events. A lot of people here are doing real estate. A lot of people here are doing digital marketing and e-commerce and fashion design and OnlyFans. I mean, I actually haven't met that many girls doing that, but it is a thing that people are doing. I'm not saying you should do that. I'm just saying it is a thing. Because Bali attracts a certain kind of person, there is a very high likelihood you'll get here and you'll feel a faster connection with the people here. Compared to living in a place like Budapest, where I just was, which by the way is amazing, I love that place. Compared to living in a place like Texas, where I used to live in the US, I felt socially outcasted. Not because I didn't know how to vibe with people. I could talk to everybody. I knew how to talk to anybody. I could even game out there. But I felt like nobody was into the shit I was into. Nobody wanted to get into meditation. Nobody cared about eating healthy. Nobody cared about game. Nobody cared about philosophy. Nobody cared about online business. Nobody wanted to travel. It was just like everyone was in their bubble. Whereas here, it is a blended mixture of different cultures all around the world. You have European, South American, American, Asian. You have everything in one little bubble. So there's all of these new ideas being presented to people. So it is the best place to learn more about people, and it's the best place to meet people who are into what you're into. That's why I keep coming back here, honestly. It's hard to not come back here sometimes, because when you're here, it's like a breath of fresh air. You're meeting all these people. You can tell them about the business you're doing. They're like, oh wow, interesting. So you're a dating coach. Oh, you teach guys how to get girls. Okay, interesting. What does that look like? How do you get clients? What platform are you on? And people are actually open-minded to things here. Whereas in another place, like in Texas, if I told somebody, oh, I'm a dating coach, or I teach guys how to get girls, their brain wouldn't even be able to comprehend it. It wouldn't make sense to their mind. So a lot of the new ideas and a lot of the cool things people do here just don't make sense to other people. It just doesn't make sense to the regular average person. So when you come here and you're in the right environments, you're able to learn so much more. Now, so guys, if you want to make it to Bali, come through. If you guys need help with expanding your network, go ahead and fill out the form below. I got you. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you guys in the next video.